In our first two exclusive reports on crime in Hidalgo County, Texas, we saw shocking hidden camera video as a crime analyst admitted downgrading crimes on the sheriff's orders. In part two, we heard from a whistleblowing deputy who described the political pressure within the department to downgrade crimes and even to stop fighting crime altogether. The deputy described supervisors pressuring subordinates even to refrain from setting up routine traffic stops so they don't find more serious crimes to report. The hidden camera video and the deputy's testimony paint a picture of a county that is systematically being lied to so that a sheriff can get reelected and the federal funds can keep rolling in and the government can claim that this border community is safer than ever. With me now is the PJ Tatler's Bryan Preston, who's been investigating this story. Bryan, we've seen what's been going on in the sheriff's department, but how does this affect the residents in Hidalgo?
Well, Alexis, let's take the case of Reynaldo Zapata Hernandez. Hernandez was known to be involved in drugs for years, so he's not an angel in the community. But on September 17th of 2011, he and his mother were picked up by agents or individuals who appeared to be posing as U.S. government agents. They took him across the border into Reynosa and then into the countryside outside Reynosa. His mother was allowed to leave, but then other men came and took Hernandez even further away. And he went missing for months. He was gone until January 5th of this year when the Hernandez family heard what had happened to him. He had been beaten to death and his body was found in Reynosa, Mexico. Now, on the very same day that he was found beaten to death and that his case looked like a classic drug cartel-involved kidnapping and murder, the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Department downgraded that crime to a welfare concern. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look again at the crime analyst from the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office.
It's just simple to do because most reports on this, you can either have, you can justify both ways.
They took the stats from minor crimes to big crimes.
What do you mean cook stats? They changed the description of crime?
They find a way to justify it to downgrade it.
Now, Bryan, as you said, this looked like a classic cartel murder. Why downgrade this crime?
Well, Alexis, look at the story that we have from the two videos. The analyst says that the sheriff orders crimes to be downgraded. The deputy who is blowing the whistle on this says that politics are driving the decisions.
Now, how have these actions affected the residents there in Hidalgo County, and what do they mean in the larger fight to secure our border?
Well, Alexis, the residents there don't feel safe, but the larger outcome is that Sheriff Lupe Trevino gets to say that he has reduced crime, he gets to run for re-election, and chances are he gets to win. The thing is, it's easy to say that you have reduced crime when you're in control of the books, and according to your own deputies, you're cooking the books. So if you're a politician in this scenario, if you're the Sheriff Trevino, if you're President Obama, if you're Homeland Security Secretary Napolitano, you all get to have a story to tell that you have a safe border and that your work is working and crime is being defeated. Of course, the only losers in this scenario are the taxpayers whose money is being wasted and the community that's not safe and the victims who never get justice.
Well, Bryan, great work on getting this story, and thank you so much for your report.
Thank you, Alexis. My pleasure.
You can read all of Bryan's full series of investigative reports on Hidalgo County by clicking over to pjmedia.com. For Bryan Preston, I'm Alexis Garcia with PJTV. Thanks for watching.